So one of the first things I get asked when I meet new people is, what happened to your arm? That scar looks horrible. My scar, it's from here all the way down to my elbow. And they always ask me, and I always have to tell the same story all the time, all over again. Well, when I was 6 years old, I did not know how to ride a bike. And my dad decided to put me on this huge 10-speed bike with the brakes up on the handlebars. Well, being a little kid, I was used to the brakes being on the pedals. And I never, ever, ever rode a big, huge bike before. Well, my dad, he decides to stick me on this huge bike on top of a hill in our backyard, and he just lets go of me. And when he does this, I go flying down the hill, and I'm trying to figure out how to stop it, I'm pushing on the pedals, trying to make it stop and everything like I'm used to, and it doesn't work. I end up falling into this huge ravine in my backyard. Like, it was probably about a 10-foot drop in the back of my yard. And there's like sharp rocks at the bottom. Well, I land on this huge rock, and it goes completely up in this way up my arm, and it pops my bone out. Well, here comes my dad running, screaming, cussing, going hysterical and crazy, and he looks at it and he thinks that there is a stick in my arm. Well, he gets me and he wraps it up and he takes me to the garage. My mother at the time was mowing, and she saw my dad running with me, and she comes up there and he was trying to pull my bone out with a pair of pliers. But he thought it was a stick. And my mother, she's a certified nurse, and she starts going nuts, cussing him and everything, saying, "Keith, no, that is a bone. Don't pull on that." So they proceed to wrap my arm up more and tighter, and they load me up in the car. Well, I remember that car ride home. The car ride to the hospital. I felt like I was going to go to sleep. Like, I just felt like I needed to go to sleep. I was so tired. I was losing so much blood. I was just so weak. Well, by the time we get to the hospital, they figure out that, yeah, I almost lost my entire arm. The only nerve that was not severed was the main nerve in my arm. So today I could not have an arm. It's pretty crazy. But sometimes people will touch it and I don't feel it. Like, my hand will get completely numb, my whole arm will get numb. You can like hit it as hard as you can and I can't feel it. I can hold my hand over a stove and it doesn't bother me. The heat does not bother me. Like, I can see my hand getting red, but I can't feel it. But the only nerve that is in here is the main nerve. But that's the story I always have to tell because everybody asks what in the crap happened because it's huge.